So, I'm Brandon Hayes. I want to tell you a little bit about Ruby Mendicant University. It is, first off, anytime somebody says I'm not a fanboy, that is a lie. But I will try to not think this as much as possible. So, basically, Ruby Mendicant University, how many of you have ever heard of that before? So, about half. Basically, Greg Brown started this last year, middle of last year, and said, I'd like to put together a free online education course for intermediate level Rubyists. The concept behind it is real-world-based training for intermediate Rubyists. It's pretty basic in concept. The purpose behind it is that education is really difficult. I don't know how many of you went to higher education to learn Ruby, but I did not. I kind of came into this not knowing very much about programming in general, but I don't know very many people that learn Ruby in school in any sort of formal way. There's just not a lot out there right now. And the way education works is largely very academic in the first place, and not really based too much in solving real-world problems. The other part that is a really big deal about Ruby Mendicant University, at least for me, is you have, like so many other things, you have this, when you first get into programming or first get into Ruby, you get into this really awesome spot. You're like, oh my gosh, the syntax is so awesome, it's so much fun, it's so easy. You get to a point after a while, at least I did, where I was just crashing on it. And a lot of people get into this point of intermediate use. You read the earlier books, you've read the pickaxe, and you've gotten through this stuff, aren't really sure how to proceed beyond that point. There's not a lot of resources there, so it's good to stay close to the user groups and things like that, but there's not any sort of formal education. So the purpose of Ruby Mendicant University is to kind of get you through that trough. And so basically it's really simple. There is, if you go to puzzlenode.com, you'll see an entrance exam puzzle thing that actually was built by some of the students, as well as Greg himself and Jordan Byron. First off, pretty much anybody in this room could clear that hurdle, because I did. I'm functionally, let's say, a little slow. 10 to 15 hours a week is what I generally hear back from people in terms of commitment. It's a 3-week-long course. So there's a core course, at which point, once you accomplish, you get about 3 assignments during that time period. You set your own schedule. You have deliverables. It can be kind of hard. After that, you reach alumni status. Whole purpose is better Rubyists, 3 weeks or you're going back. It is free, so not much of a guarantee. Awesome exposure to object-oriented processes. Obviously, Greg Brown is well known for being a great Rubyist and solid object-oriented programmer. You get to interact with open source software. There are additional courses. For me, I built stuff, and that was relatively new for me. It was purely kind of like playing with Ruby before that point. So it's not for people that are really super advanced, but for people that are stuck in that trough, I highly recommend you check this out. It's like, I talk about it like it's a rocket packet to your learning. You get more done in 3 weeks than I did for the previous 6 months. Contrary to some things that I may have heard out there, it is not a cult. That might be true. I wouldn't tell you if it were. It's obviously great for the community. You get better Rubyists, more new people. It gives people an opportunity to teach and interact with amazing Rubyists. People that do amazing projects out there, and it's been really awesome so far. I can't promise you that RMU will alter the trajectory of your entire life, but I can imply it. I think it's really awesome. This is all in my opinion. Greg would describe this very differently, because he's capable of coherent thought. And please follow us on Patreon, on Twitter. Check out the IRC channel. We have a lot of really cool interactions. Some very smart people stop by, and it's a fun place to talk about stuff in a place where some new people are. And it's a cool way to give back. It's community funded, community supported. Please learn about it. Please help. Check out RMU. Thank you very much. I'm Brandon Hayes.